Give me a second to get set up the way I said all the things. Um, okay. So I don't know if you tuned in to my previous stream, my Xenoblade X stream, you will notice that my you would have noticed that my stream would crash quite frequently because OBS was being annoying. And people last night were saying you should reinstall it, and I was like, I don't want to go through that, at night. So I'll do it tomorrow. So I've reinstalled things. I uninstalled and reinstalled. And we'll see if that fixes anything. My guess is no. But we'll see. Here's the thing. Sorry, I'm getting stuff. I apologize if I sound a little far away. Okay. I'm hoping it's fixed. I really hope that the uninstall and reinstall fix whatever stupid problem was going on. But if it doesn't, depending on the frequency, I don't know how much I'm really going to want to put up with having to close and reopen the software. Don't know how long this stream's going to be. I would like it to be a while because it's been a little while since I've played Unicorn Overlord, and I wanted to apologize because I'm pretty sure I said last stream of Unicorn Overlord that I was gonna play it off stream and do a bunch of the grinding, so that way we didn't have to watch me grind. But then I didn't do that, so we're gonna just grind a little bit. We'll probably make some story progress today, but also I'm kind of going back on my word, and I apologize. It's just how it is. I'm doing the best that I can, given the circumstances. I'll be honest with you, I really wanted to play more Xenoblade X. I really did. I was like, I just wanna play more. I just want to get further in Xenoblade X, because I've made decent progress, but I haven't, I want to get to the new story stuff. That's the important thing. But also, I'm trying out a different build, so, we'll see. But anyway, I don't want to spend too long talking about Xenoblade X, on this stream, because it's not about that game. It's about Unicorn Overlord, which, I want to be clear, I've been streaming for a while. I've been streaming this game for a while, but, I am really enjoying it. Even now, even though I've kind of reached a point where I need to grind, I'm still really enjoying it. So, I apologize if it's not that fun to watch, but I'm enjoying it. I get really into these types of games, although I feel like people don't enjoy watching them as much. If that makes sense. One moment. Of course, I forgot to turn a light on, which is just like me. Ah! All my stuff is falling. Okay. Hi. Yeah, so... also, because I pre-ordered Xenoblade X, I got the, metal art, standy thing, and I wanted to show that off, but I didn't use Facecam last night, so it's here. I'm gonna put it in the corner, because everyone should go buy that game. It's a good game. Not sponsored, so it's garbage, but, But yeah, we're just gonna do some grinding. We're gonna level up a lot of my units, and then we'll see what story stuff we can get done. We're gonna have a good time. We're gonna drop the beat, party till we pass out. And we wake up the next morning. The janitor's like sweeping up all the leftover bottles and things. We'll be like, what even happened last night? And then I'll remember this. I'll remember the snippet and being like, oh yeah, I was explaining something, but I don't remember. And then I go on a journey. So that's what I'll be doing on stream today. And also, Xenoblade X, it's the first time I've spent a long time with my Switch since, Switch in handheld mode, since I got the Steam Deck. And I have to say, I really forgot how much I like the Switch's ergonomics more than the Steam Deck.
The day will be ours.
It's kind of crazy.
The Cornian militia fights on. They will know what hit them.
They will know
Sure
what hit 'em.
thing. Yes, sir.
Okay, you can
Time
go
is
there.
at hand.
Start making your way
To me.
there, but I don't think you're gonna make it.
You don't stand a chance.
Ghost of a chance. Why is Rolf not giving assist shots? He's supposed to. He's literally fortifying the tower. What is he supposed to do?
I owe you.
Also, I really enjoy looking at the art of this game. It's very pleasant in a way that I can't quite describe. It's kind of like looking at a painting in motion. Which I'm sure I am not the first person to say that, but you know, it's good. It's a good art style. It's appealing.
Faster than the wind.
I'm just having fun with this game. Really. That's the best way I can put it. Oh, is she gonna be just barely left alive? Aw, that's sadness. Sadness.
Relax.
Disappointment.
Ready. You got it.
But yeah, doesn't he? Yeah, he's supposed to be able to, like, assist,
Who's
so
my
why
target?
isn't he assisting?
Heading there now.
Maybe it's because I didn't actually tell him to garrison.
Your villainy ends here.
You know what I mean? Like, I need to actually select garrison and not just spawn him. But he's on the tower anyway, what else would he be doing?
Together now.
I don't know.
We ride. Allow me.
This fight seems to be going pretty well. Just hope we can inflict some more damage. A lot more damage, I mean.
You'll see no harm.
I get so many attacks, my goodness. Why don't my units get that? Good, okay. Soften them up. No! Are you kidding? I thought poison wouldn't activate if she didn't have any turns left or whatever.
We march.
Oh boy.
Onward. I'm ready. Understood. I've arrived.
Garrison.
This one's mine.
Why is it... I'm really not understanding why Rolf isn't providing support. It's like support banned or something in this trial.
In service of the crown.
No stopping now.
Because that was well within his range. Because, yeah, no stamina consumption, so it's like, why not just... Why not just assist?
I'm up.
And, like, this is still going to be well within range, but he's just not doing it. I don't understand.
Come then.
This one I don't believe is actually in his range, but still. Apparently today is also the release day of Atelier Yuma, which I've been interested in. They announced that they were doing a collaboration with Tekken, which is pretty cool, because I would not have guessed that any Atelier character would fit for Tekken.
How shall I proceed? The path is set.
I mean, no complaining, obviously, but just...
Heading there now.
It's just funny.
I'm ready to hit something.
Go on.
I assume that Yuma is the name of the protagonist, much in the way Ryza was the protagonist of Atelier Ryza. So, Yuma does seem like she'd fit more with Tekken characters than previous Atelier protagonists, but, you know.
Nope.
Can you match me?
Then again, Tekken 7 also got some really weird crossovers, so I guess I'm not, like, too surprised. Kai! Oh my gosh, I'm so happy to see you! Hi, hi! How are you? I've missed you so much!
Stopping now.
It's been up and down for me. Admittedly, my back's been in a state of,
Ready.
unrest. It's been none too happy with how things have been. Even now it is hurting a little bit.
In service of the royal family.
Going through it. I understand. The thing is, like, I missed you, but I didn't want to, like, pressure you into like, coming by or anything. I just, you know... I just like seeing you. That's the point.
Tis a deficient plan.
But I'm glad you're getting better, and I'm glad to see you here, and I hope you've been doing well.
We can do this.
It must be, like, really dry today. I am drinking a lot, and I feel like I am never hydrated.
What?
But, you know, I got Xenoblade X Definitive Edition, so I'm a happy boy. This is the metal art that they gave you when you pre-ordered it at Best Buy. So I just wanted to show it off because the last stream I didn't get to because I wasn't doing face cam. But yeah. Recently I've been doing good. That's good. I'm glad to hear that. You deserve all the good things.
defeat will soon be upon us. I'll support you.
Oh boy. Emerald! With the tier 2. I cannot explain how grateful I am for you and for the sub and for everything. Thank you. 44 months. That is wild. In 4 months, that'll be 4 years. That's crazy. Time has just been such a... Yes. That's very true. If at first you don't succeed, try another sewer. How long have I been... For 2 years? 3 months? Wow. It's, you know, sometimes it's hard for me to fully comprehend that I've been streaming for this long. Because I've actually been streaming for a very long time. Been streaming since 2019, I believe. So like 6 years. Which to my understanding is not normal. I feel like everyone who is streaming right now has only been streaming like a couple of years. I don't know. 3 years, 7 months, man. That is crazy.
I got you.
You know, in some ways I often feel like bad that I've been streaming for so long and I'm still a small streamer. But on the other hand, on the other hand, I am happy that I've managed to get as many followers as I have, because I genuinely didn't think I would reach over, like, 150 or something. So the fact that I have 800 followers plus, it just makes me feel weird. Half-Life Alyx is so good. It's so good. Highly recommend. As is expected. Wait, what do you mean?
All done.
Like the follow age, or did you mean something else? I don't have VR. That's understandable. I thought it was really good. Oh, yikes. Actually, I just don't even want to see this. Ooh, I'm doing poorly. So I can't use VR well? Oh, really? I didn't know that. That's unfortunate to hear, because VR is certainly very cool, but,
Gaze upon the face of your...
I'm here too.
I understand people who are either hesitant or, don't gel with it. Yeah, in 2021. Yeah. That's true. It just, yeah, I don't know. It gives me a weird feeling. I wish I could... I know I'm a streamer, so, like, I should have the words, but, like, I wish I could actually describe how I feel about these things. But I'm terrible with words.
I've not chosen my grave yet.
I'm really... just, like... a fool.
Time to earn my keep. So? Yep.
What would you ask?
Just retreat for a second. Hell yeah. Okay.
Awaiting your command. As you wish.
And then you
Who's my
can
target?
operate that.
Right.
I have trouble standing, so yeah, VR might be an issue. Well, there are plenty of ways you can sit for VR. Like, you don't necessarily have to be standing. Be the height traffic. Wouldn't the height trafficking make me really short? Maybe. Depends. I mean, you can lift the chair. Tiffy! Oh my god, hi Tiffy! I'm so happy to see you again! I've missed you so much. How have you been?
die to
Wait,
me
don't those like huge emotes actually cost
for
bits?
the liberation.
Heck, if you actually spent bits, thank you. Oh, I'm so glad you do, because I want to be entertaining, but you know, so I don't want people to feel like they are forced to come to my streams or anything. So, it makes me happy to see you come back, is what I'm trying to say. I'm sorry, I'm flustered. Didn't know this guy was a streamer. I used to give you bit. Yeah, and I appreciate it so much. Like it is.
I stand ready.
It's
At once.
like I said, I've always wanted to be someone worth supporting. So like the fact that people would
Better
support
than
me
I
just
thought.
makes me so happy. And especially coming from you, Tiffy, that makes me very happy. Did I hear that we're spending bit? Well, that in the past, that was what was being referred to, Sans. Squirtle tease mods. Yeah, thank you for coming by, and thank you for streaming. You've been streaming a lot too, and I commend that, because my life has been so hectic lately. I have not been able to keep to a consistent schedule, so I applaud anyone who can stream regularly. Especially because I hurt my back. Which, life lesson for everyone out there, take care of your back, because back pain is horrible to go through.
What should I do?
Going to be lurking. Well, if you want to work, okay, sure thing.
As you command.
I've been getting addicted to Team Fortress 2, so I understand gaming addictions.
Not gonna win. I'm ready to fight.
Feeling better? Yeah. It's weird. The pain in my back has started to shift, and I think that's because I think it's because like my body is like subconsciously adjusting how I balance the weight on my back. So like my other muscles are getting tired. That's what I think. I mean, I'm not like an expert, but that's what seems to be happening. I really like the engineer and the spy. So far, my favorite since rediscovering TF2 has been Pyro, but
Your orders, please.
there's so much to love. Admittedly, it's gotten harder. I feel like everyone who's stuck with TF2 is really good, so you can't get away with as much as you could back in the day.
What would you ask?
Yes, I've been streaming more, but I took this week off. Yeah, understandable. You know, I wish Twitch wouldn't like punish people for taking breaks from streaming. But unfortunately, they kind of really do, because the algorithm's like, oh, if you're not streaming, then screw you, even though, you know, it can be important to take breaks. These lines, oh yeah, they are iconic. I was actually just watching a video where someone interviewed the voice actor for Heavy, and he was talking about how, like, a key thing in voice acting is like making your body feel like the character's body. So like for Heavy, for instance, like he'd still feel big and like his throat gets big, and you know, I thought that was really cool. I thought that was a good way of putting it. Spy sapping my sentry. Speaking of the Heavy, it's time for me to make sandwich. Yes. See, despite being like a huge console warrior back in the day, my friends convinced me to try Team Fortress 2 when it was free to play in 2011, and like I got super addicted to it, and I had to sell my backpack, so a lot of my interest like dried up, but now I wish I could get it back, because good lord, I had some cool stuff. Being support and having a shotgun to blast. Yeah. The taunt is hilarious. Wait, which taunt?
It shall be done.
That went better than I expected.
But yeah, yeah, stuff's happening is ultimately the point.
Awaiting your command. As you wish.
I'm in your command.
Yeah, right now I've just been playing a lot of Xenoblade X because the Switch version did just come out.
What now?
The default. Oh yes, yeah.
Behold the valor
That
of
is a
the
great taunt. I mean, they're all great, really. And getting into War Thunder a good bit. Yeah, yeah. I haven't played it, but I know a lot of people really love it, so. Yeah, yeah, it's very fun. It's weird because it's not like a traditional RTS where like you're just sending the units and then watch them battle. It kind of turns into a turn-based thing. It's very cool though. The art style for this game I really love because it's got this like kind of 2D animation, like soft shading that I find really compelling to look at.
I'll help.
The character in the back of this particular unit, my deal guy actually just posted that there was like a figure of her being made. And I was like, oh, I'm tempted, but I mean, I don't have like $180 to just throw at a figure.
We mustn't grow careless.
Is that the point where I can get Cold War era tanks and planes? Oh, cool.
Tis the fruit of
I
my
don't
labor.
have a grasp of like
Keep
how
getting stronger.
much that is, but I assume it's a lot.
The winds of fate blow at our backs.
But yeah, I remember when this game came out, there was one character in particular everyone was going crazy over. It was this elf girl, and I don't think I've encountered her in the story yet. But apparently she's a romantic option, so I'll be interested to see what everyone was making a big deal about.
We mustn't stop here.
I shall not shy from battle.
Early 1950s, yeah, yeah. I mean, like, I know when the Cold War was, I was just... In terms of War Thunder, I don't...
I faith in you.
It doesn't mean much to me since I have no point of reference. Big evil Russian tanks that survive every shot in one hit. That sounds fun. Although, very unbalanced. I don't know, though.
Is that better?
This is very unbalanced. Yeah, it sounded. But yeah, there are a lot of really unique characters in this game. I feel like they made a figure of, oh gosh, why can't I remember her name? The girl there, Scarlet, yes. They made a figure of Scarlet because, like, she's one of the main characters.
According to plan.
But I feel like you could make figures out of a lot of different characters in this game. Although, granted, I don't even know how well this game sold, so I don't know if it would be super popular to make a ton of figures. But that's partially why I'm streaming it, because I think it's cool, and I wanted to experience it, and I wanted to share it with people. The only good country at this tier is Russia and Germany. Yeah, I've also been playing a lot of Xenoblade X because I love Xenoblade X.
The day will be ours.
And I mean, the Switch version did just come out, so,
They will know what hit them.
you know.
In service of the royal fam, what would you ask?
Oh, weird. They switch it up a little bit. There's no catapult here. Okay.
Very well.
I'm up. Yes, sir.
The time is at hand. Onward.
This one's mine.
But yeah, this is a cool game. I was told, because my only point of comparison for this game was Fire Emblem, but I was told it's actually closer to, like, Ogre Battle. I was about to say Tactics Ogre, and that's a different thing. Ogre Battle. And, if that's true, I definitely want to check out Ogre Battle. Although, can you even acquire most of the games anymore? Aren't they pretty old now?
No stopping now. No stopping now.
Oh god, wait, you do not... You.
I have my doubts.
I'm ready to hit something. Out of my way!
Ta! Yeah!
To be clear, though, I do enjoy Fire Emblem as well. Like, I didn't mean to sound dismissive when I was like, yeah, it's my only point of reference. Like, I enjoy it. It's just, I generally haven't had a chance to experience a lot of games like this. Because they were on systems I didn't have.
Got me good.
I've told this story before on stream, but I had a GameCube when I was young, and the whole reason I chose GameCube was because I saw it at Fry's, and I was like, all the games are gonna come to GameCube, so I should get a GameCube. And that ended up being very wrong. Also, I will ban this bot for the glory of Tiffy. There you go. A sacrifice has been made. But yeah, in retrospect, that is a very funny thing to say. All the games are going to come to GameCube, when infamously they did not.
That was close.
Huh? Can you match me? Go on. Yeah. Yeah.
I admit though, well, you know, people always credit the, like,
Faster than
disc
the wind.
format of the GameCube as a big reason why. And they always called it proprietary, and I was like, but I've seen mini DVDs before, like, those do actually exist, and I don't think they licensed them from Nintendo. So, I was never clear on
Done and dusted.
what that meant.
The Cornian militia fights on. Ready. On it.
Awaiting your command. By your word.
I feel evil for that. I'm spawn camping. Spawn camping, it's a tactic, but I generally hate spawn camping. Again, been playing a lot of TF2. It happens a lot, and it's always frustrating because it's like I can't even comprehend the situation because I've just walked out of spawn. You know, I've been smited by a bomber. Understandable.
Victory is assured. Ha!
Okay, at least I'm getting some
Room
XP.
to improve.
I've grown stronger.
Victory grows ever closer.
Didn't something else come out recently? I
something?
feel like another game came out recently that I wanted to tell people about. And I don't remember what it was. It wasn't Xenoblade X, and it wasn't Atelier
What should I
Yuma. But I don't
As
remember.
you command.
Memory loss is great.
I shall hold nothing back.
Just be a bomber with a 10-ton payload, my goodness. Sounds like overkill.
Wander in darkness. I am with you.
It's American, of course it's overkill. You know, fair. I was playing Xenoblade X last night, and Korn came into my chat and was like, yeah, let's give an assault rifle to the person who just woke up out of stasis. And I was like, yeah, it's the United States. You get handed the gun first, and then everything else afterwards.
For victory!
Oh, man.
Steady on!
Just a little magic. You can do it.
Flawless victory.
This should help the cause. On to the next. Wherever you'd like me. I'm heading there now.
To me.
Actually,
We march.
you're gonna
path
take
is
the
set.
ballista.
Good.
Come.
Also, wish me luck, everyone, because I am going to a HeroScape tournament tomorrow. I'm not, like, super invested in winning. I'm more there to have a fun time. But it's still a tournament, so it'll be fun. Surely my engine's being at 600 degrees Fahrenheit. Ooh. Yeah, I'm not super familiar with engines, but I don't think that's great.
I fight in me yet. For the liberation. What would you ask?
Well fought.
Blood.
Oh,
will
I
be
watched the
shed.
furry anime. Which one? Because there are a couple. Aren't there?
I have you.
I could be wrong. I know people recommended... Yeah, okay, Beastars. Yep, that's the one. What did you think? I really didn't like it. I feel bad, because I know everyone did like it. I didn't. Felt like adult Zootopia. I mean, I guess in a way, yeah. For me, it just... honestly kind of good. I mean, I'm not begrudging anyone for liking it. For me personally, I really didn't enjoy it. I didn't like the main character. I thought a lot of the logic in everyone's decisions was just stupid. And sometimes, like, sometimes the visual style of it looks nice, and sometimes it is very choppy.
I'm ready.
Yeah, there's a particular scene, but it's kind of later.
We'll see how
You know what? I think I might have only seen this first season,
Uh-huh.
but it was enough that I was like, I'm not interested in the second season. But there was something a character did where I was like, that's not how that works. That makes zero sense.
Sir.
Why would you write that to happen? I've seen all three. Oh, there are three. I didn't even know there were three.
Ever closer.
I genuinely have been... I watched season 1, said, wow, I really didn't enjoy this, and then
Yes, sir.
never went back to it.
Hour.
And also I found some of its plot points to be repetitive to the point of annoying. Like, I know there are plenty of animes that'll hammer a point home, but like... I place a distinction between, like, hey, it's a thing I'm continuously struggling with, and hey, I just didn't learn my lesson from the first time, and now we're going through the exact same lesson again. You know what I mean?
You've got this.
I was recommended B-Stars, and I didn't enjoy it, and then somebody was like, well, the other furry anime that's, like, recent was, BNA, Brand New Animal by, Studio Trigger, and I really enjoy Studio Trigger, and, so I watched it, and I was like, that is so much better. So, you know. I could very much be a hipster or whatever. BNA, Brand New Animal.
No stopping now.
At the very least, it's very distinct style, like, I mean, it's Studio Trigger, they do very, like, exaggerated,
I'm ready to fight.
bold styles. But I enjoyed it,
Haste is key.
it kind of went crazy towards the end, but, I enjoyed it.
We can do this.
Focus your mind. I'm not finished yet. That's enough out of them.
What do you mean?
What should
I
I do?
won. Oh, I had to take the other one? Whoa, okay, it's just
Sir,
I don't know.
weird.
You got it.
Oh, isn't that the one with the raccoon? Yes, yeah, Michiru. I
stand
love
ready.
her. I see. One of the big turnoffs for me in B-Stars was that I didn't like the main character. Whenever he was on screen, I was like, I don't want to see this guy. But Brand New Animal was was a character who I was like, I actually like this character,
Do you need something?
and that's important to me.
this road
You have to actually enjoy
What would you ask of me?
being with the characters.
By your command.
Awful lot of discrimination in B-Stars. Yeah. I feel like some of it
As expected.
I'm ready.
didn't really have a point, you know?
Understood.
Perhaps a bit of caution by your word.
So,
It's
what next?
it's tough to explain without me just outright spoiling everything, because I don't want to just do that to everyone. But, as they went a little bit deeper on the furry spectrum with BNA, yeah. I really enjoyed it. I like that studio's work, Studio Trigger. They do some really wonderful stuff. Most discriminant doesn't have a point. True. More so what I mean was, like, it doesn't really lead to anything. It just kind of is like, yeah, it's a thing. I don't know. I don't know how to describe it without going into, like, way too much detail.
Time is with
I
us.
apologize.
We only keep our focus.
Yes, sir.
Still need to watch it. It's good. I liked it.
I fear they outclass me.
I'll support you.
And if nothing else, a lot of the art that I've seen from BNA was really fun. Like, because it's such a, like, a bold, exaggerated style, I feel like people get to interpret that so much differently, you know?
Let me
Like, there are all sorts of different styles and things.
I shall heal you.
I've actually been watching a decent amount of animes recently,
Behold my
but
might.
it's frustrating because I like to watch kind of,
Like new.
I don't know how to put this. I don't want to say trashy because I'm not trying to like make it sound like it's bad. It's just like I'm sure a lot of people would turn their nose up at it kind of animes.
We make good strides.
And it's tough because I get actually surprisingly invested in them. I always choose them because I'm like, yeah, this seems like a fun time, whatever, and then I get really invested, and then it's only like 12 episodes, and I get really sad.
Behold the valor
This
of a
game,
knight.
it's so stupid sometimes. That's an important thing, especially for like online multiplayer games. Like, I think there needs to be a balance of like competitiveness and just silliness, you know? Random tiny little tank running across 50 miles per hour.
Easy now.
Part of why I think TF2 has survived for so long is because, like, it's got kind of a gritty edge to it, but it's goofy enough that, like, it can serve so many different play styles and not feel stale, you know? Arcade is pure silliness, realistic is competitive. Yeah. But, like, for me, TF2, like, you can find people who sweat their butts off, and that has its own fun, too. But there are also times where it's fun to, like, be a sandwich heavy and then just make friends with the other team. Like, it's... Yeah. It's fun. It's that balance of, like... You can take it super seriously, or you can take it completely nonsensically.
Blow at our backs. They hold the upper hand.
How? Are you only doing 6 damage? Or how are they doing 6 damage to you? You get first strike.
Let me hit something.
It's something I feel like Overwatch kinda didn't really learn, where it's like, you know, you can have the super competitive aspect of it, but I think on some level you do need to appeal to a more casual, like,
I shall
you know,
heal you.
relaxed group, so that way, you know, so that way it doesn't just get stale. Flip my tank over. That's impressive. That's hard to do. Tanks are heavy. I jumped a gap hoping to land upright and I did a flip.
You're
That sounds
nothing.
funny.
I'm here too.
Cheer up.
At least try.
Elf girl. I forget her name now, but she is not the elf girl that everyone went crazy for. I still really want to find that character. I don't even know her name, but I know everyone was like, oh my god, I love her.
Better keep
Not
this going.
Rosalind, but wherever the other is.
Victory is ours. At your service.
Holding J to get out of the tank makes it spontaneously
At once.
combust. Goodness.
No mercy.
I'll support you.
Let's have some fun.
Kelsey! Hi, Kelsey, it's good to see you! Got a good mix of realism and silliness, and that's important. I think that's very important
Dead and buried.
for keeping people engaged, you know?
I stand ready.
I think if you lean on
Understood.
one or the other, it wears off,
Sure thing.
you know?
On it.
I shall not falter.
I'm here too.
Because, like, even games that are pure silly, like, I think people just tend to trail off because it's like, I've seen it before.
Yeah. Be shielded.
Like, remember when Fall Guys was, like, the game? It was just, like, people were begging to be in Fall Guys and all that. I don't know how popular it is nowadays. Maybe it's still pretty popular, but I feel like so much of that intensity wore off because it was like, yeah, it's a silly game, but it, didn't really have enough to, like, keep people, you know?
Like new.
Q? I don't have a Q. What do you mean?
Behold my might.
Cute? Oh, yes, yes you are. Do you even need to ask? Of course. An example of being the realism of hitting a tank's ammo causing the third to get one. Let's see someone's That does sound fun.
We mustn't grow careless. Nothing's stopping me now. I
Good
can't
level
fail my
ups.
sacred mission.
Level ups are important.
According to plan.
Especially the larger tanks with bigger bullets, they pop better. You know, that reminds me of 007 Nightfire. I used to love the tanks in that game. Because, like, they were little mini radio control tanks. but it was so much fun to use. God, that game was so good. Oops. 3 if they are level 20 or below. Okay. Okay. Who needs it? We're gonna...
Diligence pays dividends. All to protect my home.
Bonk. Why you bonk? Why? What did I say? What did I do?
You see that, Magellan?
No bonking, that's mean. No, Kelsey, don't bonk Kai. Kai is precious and must be protected.
Just leave it to Lex.
Make me? I can. It can happen.
Never doubt a desert kid.
Keep getting sharper.
Do not need to be protected. I was just doing it in the
Think about messing with me.
in that meme way of like he protect and he
I wonder
attack.
if I'm stronger than Lady O'Cleese.
You know? You know what I mean? Like that meme, but like adapted for you, so it's like I protect. So yeah,
One
you
of
know,
the many benefits of old age.
I'm terrible with words. I'm sorry. I'm not conveying this well.
I'm even better than Clive now.
Okay, let's see if we can handle the next mission. The horror of seeing the most dangerous tank on the battlefield with googly eyes. I love googly eyes. That's one of my favorite cosmetics for Pyro in Team Fortress 2, are the googly eyes. Hilarious. Dang it, I still need timber. The German tiger one with two big stupid eyes and a little hat. That's adorable, though. I love that. Okay. I think I'll be able to fight this. Because most of my units are at least like level 18. And Castle Laharl from Disgaea.
The barrier is complete, Teras.
Teras? Is that her name?
Are you
I think
certain
this is the
about
elf
this
girl that
idea?
everyone went crazy for. Oh my god. She's here.
The crystals show that Ter Rosalinda walks with the enemy.
Rosalinda, you say? Finally, an opportunity to be rid of her for good. Cut her down with the rest of those vermin.
No, I'll cut
I
you.
wasn't asking you. What do you suggest, Teras?
I've no cause to disagree. Any who aid the rebels must pay with their
Eltolind?
lives. My
Eltolind?
sister is no exception to that. Slay her, if you must.
As you command.
Playing actuals at Ascent 20 is the most dangerous thing. I hope it works. That's usually how I play tactical games.
Need I
Especially
remind you who
Civilization.
reigns
When
over
I
this land,
was
Lord
super into
Bailey?
Civilization 4, what I would do is I would just build up a stockpile of tanks and just drive it over to, you know, to the enemy.
You are to advise on military strategy, nothing more.
I understand, my lady.
Then prove it.
Oh shit. I'm just kidding.
Damned witch. My house was the most decorated in all of Cornea, and she has the gall to treat me like a common peasant.
Are there any bridges between the different parts of the city? The elves can fly? The bridges of Laharl are simply submerged. Oh, interesting. The magical barrier. We need to raise every bridge in the city if we want to break through. Oh boy. Well, we got our work cut out for us. Eltolind. I feel like she was the one that everyone was going crazy over when this game launched, so I am excited for this battle.
Joining the battle.
East can go that way. Fron, you can go that
To
way.
the skies!
And we can deploy Miriam's unit.
This rose bears thorns. I shall not disappoint.
And go... I guess this way?
It shall be done. At your service,
Yeah, I should probably set a destination. That would help.
sir. Your orders, please. As you command. Behold
I know
the
I still have a
valor
Valor point, but I wanted to make sure I didn't need it, like some enemy wasn't gonna come up from behind. Because that's happened to me quite a few times in this game. I'll be like, oh yeah, let's just send all my units forward, and then someone comes from behind. So, no, 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 no.
Embarrassing.
Gosh,
Be
I'm
restored.
so dry.
Yeah?
Might need to get more water.
Is that better?
Water! We need water! Damn. Whoever designed this particular character. Oof.
We make good strides.
Have I encountered them before? I probably have.
I blossom
Or like their
ever brighter.
class type.
The winds of fate blow at our backs.
The fact that there is something behind me makes me uneasy.
My atonement beckon. What is our strategy? I'm off. As you requested.
They would not put that there if there wasn't going to be a battle from the rear.
Let me hit something.
Let me.
I shall heal you.
We shall see our duty through!
Wow, he actually defended more than I thought he would.
I'll help.
Aw, dang it. I rammed into a bomber and somehow lived and took out their wing. Wow. Congrats. I feel like that's not something that should happen.
Allow me.
Tiffy! A beef picture. Let's see, which one is this current one here? Yeah, I do love this one, but I think I showed that before on stream.
Just a little magic.
This one, though... Oh, yes. So, okay, to explain this, Beef sometimes does what I call elephant butt, and when I wanted to explain what that was, I drew this on top of a picture of Beef, because I was like, the way his, like, legs spread out and it looks like a elephant head and the like tail is the trunk, and I call that elephant butt
Never flinch.
because it looks like an elephant to me. And he's also just looking outside a window right there. He loves open windows. He loves just staring out at his kingdom. I see it. Yeah. That's why I put it there, because I was like, I feel like sometimes people are thinking I'm calling him fat, and it's like, I'm not trying to call him fat, it's just, he does this sit where it looks like he's an elephant. So, I call it elephant butt. I love that cat so much. He's so silly.
This one.
Late March and still 5C? Really?
Pressure them.
It's been actually pretty cold here too. I mean, certainly not as cold as that, but
You can do it.
for a Californian, it's been cold. 40 degrees for you Americans. Yeah. It's always cold in March in California these days. Yeah, I'm just not used to it. You know?
On to the next. Wherever you'd like me. I'm heading there now.
I don't know if I've told this story before, but my parents were from the East Coast, and when they came to California, Southern California, they didn't, like, understand that the weather really is not that severe. So, me and my sisters, like, there was a forecast where it was like, oh, it's gonna be really cold today, you'll want to wear something warm, and my parents were like, oh no, so they dressed us in, like, such heavy clothing, and everyone gave us weird looks like we were dressed for snow, and it's like, that's not, I like it here, less discrimination for... Yeah, of course! I am fully supportive. Especially with what's going on just in the world.
If I
Like,
have to.
I just want to be a place where people don't have to fear, you know?
You got it. Consider it ours.
A predicament indeed. By your command.
You're nothing.
Wow, even with all that support, I'm still gonna win this.
Want to keep going?
But yeah, I respect you, Kai. You are valid.
Better heal up. He's so hurt!
Saved one for you.
Set loose your gun.
Yes. Oh, I thought it killed all of them.
Not bad.
The win is ours. My training's paid off. Victory is ours.
All good on that front. Just gonna pick that up.
Wherever you'd like me.
Drifting an 18-ton war machine is crazy. Yeah, I've heard the newest Yakuza game, the Pirates in Hawaii, like has like a drifting mechanic for your boat. I was like, that sounds awesome.
We'll see how tough they are.
Like, I get why, you know, games haven't done that before, because it doesn't really make sense. But that sounds awesome.
A fortuitous find.
Look what I found.
I've reached my destination. I suggest we reform our ranks.
You're gonna
It
garrison.
shall be done.
No mercy.
Mercy? So you scrubbed all the floors in Hyrule. Then you can talk about mercy.
Not finished yet.
Spirits of the wind.
Just in case.
Not bad.
Better keep this going.
Yes. Level
Not even
ups.
surprised.
Feel good about that.
Dead
Tiffy!
and buried.
Oh! I am
stand
so
ready.
happy you're here.
Understood.
Tiffy is an adorable name. It is. Tiffy is adorable.
In service of the royal awaiting your command. Very well.
Thank you. Aww.
They will know what hit them. I'm up.
They won't know what hit it. I might need flying units to capture this. I guess we'll see.
Yes, sir.
Face me and be cut down.
Want to keep going?
Anything else I've been meaning to say? It's so funny. There are so many times off stream where I'm like sitting there and I think about something and I go, this would be really fun to talk about on stream and like see people's, you know, reactions to it. Now that I'm actually here on stream, I don't remember any of that. 76 all over again. The Americans are being attacked by the British. Merc.
Watch and learn.
Healing you.
That must have hurt.
He's so hurt!
Oh my gosh, Toaster! Ah, thank you so much. Heck, I was oh, hold on. Hi everyone. Hi. Let me give a shout out. Let me give you a huge shout out because you deserve it. Thank you. Thank you for the sub for 25 months. That is wild. That's over 2 years now. For one thing, welcome everyone. I'm Super Shadow 271. I stream a variety of games here on Twitch because I collect video games, and I've been playing this game, Unicorn Overlord, because I feel like not a lot of people have talked about it, but it's a really good game. And if you enjoy strategy RPGs, you should definitely check it out if you haven't. But Toaster, how are you? I wanted to tune into your stream. I'm so sorry that I didn't get the chance. But how did painting go? There's been because I play a game called Heroescape, and Heroescape used to be purely pre-painted figures, but with the new stuff they've been doing recently, they have like unpainted versions, and so I've kind of gotten into a community that talks about painting, miniature painting, so I've always been curious about how that goes.
By a knight's honor. We mobilize at once.
But I hope it went well for you. Thank you again for the raid. If you need to do after stream care, totally understandable. You take care of yourself.
The day will be ours.
And yeah, I'm just having a fun time playing this game. It's familiar and different to me at the same time.
To me.
It went well, good. See, I worry about painting miniatures because I don't think I have, I don't have a very steady hand, so I would totally mess it up. Like, if there was a 3D printer, except it was like a 3D painter, I could probably do that, but like doing it by hand, I just can't. I'm just not good. What did you paint, by the way? I assume it was Warhammer stuff? My friend, so I have one friend who is into Warhammer, and another friend who likes Warhammer but doesn't want to get into it because it's a huge money sink from what I understand. So, I've been exposed to some Warhammer things. Keyboard is 90 degrees. Oh yeah, no, totally fine. Yeah, welcome in everyone.
How care the battle is won. Come.
Yes. Dega, hello, it's good to see you. Hi.
I am with you.
Thank you for joining. There we go. Oh, okay, great. Thank you so much, Toaster. I really appreciate you. I've been having such a rough time keeping in touch with people. I'm sorry that I have not messaged. I feel like I say this every time, and it's always true that I do want to keep in touch.
Don't get any ideas.
Excuse me, sorry. I got hiccups. But it's just, it's been rough here. My back. I injured my back, which is why streaming has been kind of inconsistent for me lately. On top of just trying to find a job.
I'll not fail you. Awaiting your command. As you wish.
Great, painted, more Admech, lots of metallic colors. Those are always fun.
I have my doubts.
That's a lot of damage. Here, yeah, no, I appreciate you immensely. And if you need to go to sleep, because it is late for you, right? So if you need to sleep, totally understandable. But I'm just happy to see you, happy to talk to you again. I appreciate that you trust me with your community, because Sometimes I feel like I get weird in my streams.
Stand.
Oh, good. Good. That character design. Oof. Yeah, I don't know why I thought I would win that. I
Your
definitely
orders,
wasn't going to.
As you command.
Are you kidding? He sends us here because he's trying to get away from us. Oh, I'm sure that's not true. I'm sure he loves having you guys.
I'll be taking that.
I shall try my best.
I want to help support your venture back into streaming. Yeah, I really do. Oh, oh goodness. Sorry, I just saw what was happening here. This could be bad. But yeah, I've been feeling bad that I really can't commit to streaming because, like, now that school's over for me, I really should be finding, like, a job so I can live. So it's like, you know, I would commit to streaming if I could, but I just can't. Purely for those who want to keep their money in their pockets, there is an option for playing on. I saw friends play it on tabletops. Oh yes, yeah. Tabletop Simulator is great. I just well, for one thing, I think my friend also is of the opinion of, like, there's no way that I could
By your command.
get into it without feeling tempted to buy at some point.
Blood will be shed.
Dang it. But Quinlist, thank you. Kinlist? I apologize if I missaid your name, but
Nice try. Saw that.
but yeah, my friends are mostly like they talk about the lore and stuff.
Breathe easy.
That was brutal. Quinlist. Okay. I just want to make sure I got that right. Or if you have another preferred name, let me know.
I've reached my destination.
You're better than I thought.
No battles beyond.
We're
Oh my
outmatched.
goodness. This is a rough battle. But yeah, I admit I like some of the lore. It's just I've not really been that big into tabletop games. I play HeroScape because that was introduced to me when I was like very young. But my passion is video games, so like I feel like that's already a big enough time and money sink. I don't need another. Although sometimes I do get into Yu-Gi-Oh! That was also a thing I was really into when I was young.
This is for you. Rain of light.
I could never.
More fire. Aw, dang it.
For Drakenhold.
Oh my god, they do so much damage. It's crazy. Okay, that was a decent amount of damage. Oh, of course.
Predictable.
But yeah, if you've never checked this game out, it's from a very well-respected, but to my understanding, niche developer named Vanillaware. And I've known about their games for a while, but this is the first one I've actually played, and I'm really enjoying my time. So, if you're interested, you should check it out.
Victory is upon us.
And I'm not sponsored to say that, I just wanted to say it because I do
Stand ready.
genuinely enjoy the game.
At once.
Death summons you.
Although, Vanillaware, if you're listening, I certainly can be sponsored. And this game has gone on sale quite a lot. I've seen it get down to like 20 bucks, which is crazy. Magic the Gathering took my youth's allowance once I realized just playing the same deck all the time was getting boring and my friends didn't want to play the pre-made decks that you could buy in the new edition go up. I quit. Yeah, totally understandable.
I mustn't grow complacent.
My
bowstring grows tauter.
I know Yu-Gi-Oh! Is actually technically a parody of Magic the Gathering, but I kind of encountered the same thing. Although, I was a fan of the anime more so than the card game itself. I actually don't like the card game much, which is weird, because, like, that's kind of the whole point of the series. But, yeah, it just didn't appeal to me as much, you know?
I'll take it off your hands.
But I definitely experienced that same thing where it's like, once you found a powerful deck, you didn't really want to change it, but then you didn't want to have to go out and buy new stuff. And yeah. I did hear that Magic the Gathering had a crossover with Lord of the Rings. And like, they printed one card that was the one true ring. And I forget who unpacked it, but someone unpacked it, and then Post Malone bought it for like $1 million or something. Same here, watched all but the 5D. Oh, really? That's funny, because I actually think 5Ds... Well, granted, I've only seen the original GX and 5Ds, but I would say 5Ds is actually the best one. Not to be dismissive of the other series or anything, but I think it really just nailed everything that I loved about Yu-Gi-Oh!
Right.
Perhaps our reserves could help.
And I remember being negative on the concept of 5Ds at the time, because I was like, motorcycles, come on, that's so dumb. As if it's any dumber than ancient Egyptian pharaohs playing card games, like, it doesn't matter.
This should help.
But, you know, I was also a kid, so hadn't
Don't resent me for
learned
this.
to open my mind.
Allow me.
Like a biting wind. Pressure them.
Although I do remember being disappointed by GX.
Just a little magic.
Like, it wasn't bad, but it was definitely like not what I wanted out of a sequel.
You can do it. I'll freeze you.
I'm not finished yet.
I mean, I could talk for ages about Yu-Gi-Oh, so I'm gonna try not to just turn this into a Yu-Gi-Oh rant stream, but but yeah. My apologies, I want up to. It's that came since. Yeah, I have not seen those either. Keyboard is back. Hey, good. Welcome back, technically?
What is our
or not
strategy?
back, I guess?
We mobilize at once.
I'm ready to fight.
Yeah, you know, I titled the stream I Lied, It's More Grinding, because I did grind for this battle, but this is the main story quest, so
Just a little magic.
I still have my old Yu-Gi-Oh deck. Really looking good. Zombie deck, nice. I used to collect Yu-Gi-Oh cards when I was young.
Focus your mind.
I actually, because I kinda got back into Yu-Gi-Oh, I like dug out some of my old cards thinking like, wow, I must had, you know, let me see what I had. I must have had some cool stuff. Really didn't. It's such a shame. I mean, there are some cool things, but like, I don't have... for one thing, I didn't get a lot of first editions, which is very sad. Because that's where a lot of the value is.
'Twas never in doubt.
I only have a 5th edition Magic the Gathering deck. That's, I mean, I don't know how many editions there are, but it's not bad.
I have this one.
Funny story, I actually went to a garage sale very close to my house, who apparently had an ex-Blizzard developer in it, and she was selling a ton of World of Warcraft stuff, and there was a World of Warcraft, like, trading card game, and I got some of the, like, structure decks and stuff that she had. It was cool.
I won't stop.
97, okay.
My lance grows.
It is weird for me to think that that's decently ancient, because I'm not that much older.
Your orders, please. I'm heading
I'm
there
not
now.
ready to be a fossil.
I'm here.
We've secured it.
Children, I'm surrounded by children. I mean, okay. I went to a stream Phoenix Redtail was doing, and they were talking about Butt Ugly Martians, the Nickelodeon show from like 2000 or whatever. And I remember when that show was like new, and there were people in chat who were like, "Wow, that's older than I am." I was like, "No, don't say this. No, I'm not ready. I'm supposed to be young." I'm trying to say you're saying that I'm old or something. I knew it. I knew they would try something like that.
I'm ready to fight.
So the guy who still has a stack of Magic the Gathering betas?
Haste is key.
What do you mean betas? Okay, I'm 38, I count late 80s as time before time. I was 94, so like, you know, I'm 30.
Just a little magic.
Make manifest your will.
Is the common name of the second print run of Magic the Gathering. Really? Okay. I don't know much about Magic.
Enemy unit defeated.
By the time I would have been into Magic, I was already into Yu-Gi-Oh! So I just didn't... You know... I didn't have the space for two things.
Thanks.
93. Okay. There's no internet, then it was before times. Oh man. I feel so old.
What should I do?
I hate it.
We march.
Wayne, you can... Yeah, I guess you can
To me.
head that way, I guess. So the 1960s then.
I shall never.
You face me.
You know, it is funny how the internet has changed things. Because I remember when I was young, because my dad knows how to work on cars, so like when he would teach me how to work on cars, we would have like the physical owner's manual, and it's just funny how nowadays, if my dad and I work on a car, it's like, just pull up a video on your phone or something. So much easier. I'm from the Balkans. Oh, that's super cool. Trust me. Yeah, the internet's at home. Throw it rocks. Yeah. It took a long time for my family to get internet. Or rather, not internet, but wireless internet. Like, we had internet purely for the desktops, and I wanted wireless internet so I could connect my Wii to the the Wii Shop channel and get games and online play. But my parents did not want wireless. It's the origin of the internet. Though you could argue TCP/IP, in which case 1982. Yeah. I mean, it's hard to say, I guess would be the word.
Come then.
You know what's actually a surprisingly tough question to answer is what's the very first video game? There was a YouTube channel, I believe it was called Ahoy, and he made like this hour-long video about like what the very first video game is, and it was really fascinating because it really does just depend on what you define as a video game.
A fine bout.
And the conclusion was quite interesting. What was the first game played over the internet? That's a good question. I don't know that one. If I had to guess, I would say it was probably some like Zork or Zork spin-off type game where it's like a text adventure that other people like talk with. I made the video, yes. He makes amazing videos with massive content. Yes, yeah. And that's what I really enjoyed that. I just wanted to think how many Amiga 500. Oh, really? Oh, that's cool. I would love to watch that. I'm just trying to. Okay.
We'll see how tough they are.
By a night's
You
hunt.
can head back and
I'm
garrison. Time for me to unwind. Oh, thank you. No worries. Thank you for lurking. Thank you for the raid. Thank you for the sub. Just, you're awesome. Take care. Have a good one. Have a good night. And you are wonderful.
Shall not shy from battle.
Wasn't Ahoy's most recent the video about chainsaws in video games? And yeah, I also defined play over the internet. It was Dungeons and Dragons because the system that was created to test if the internet worked was only in colleges and a few people gathered to use the tech system to play the game. Yeah, that's. Speaking of Yu-Gi-Oh, I just stole your deck, Joey. Huh? Oh, thanks. Thank you. Tiffy, thank you. Yeah, 1982 was still Yugoslavia time. The TVs were assembled by the state. It looked like parts of the letterhead. Pituitary gland tissue. Yeah.
We mustn't grow careless.
This is the chainsaw one. One prior was on Why Roller Coaster was the last game of its type. Really? I don't know how that makes any sense. I guess I'll have to watch it. But yeah, Quinn, actually, funny story, my family, at least half of my family, kind of comes from that area as well. We actually just recently took a trip to Croatia, which is where
I'm in your command.
half of my grandparents are from. I actually need to double check that, but
Death summons you.
yeah. Yeah, not type, but kind. Look at the mainstream, as in not indie game that was made by literally. Oh, yeah. Oh, you're from Croatia. That's so cool. Yeah, I went last year. No. It was 2 years ago. It was a beautiful country. I wished I could have like experienced more.
If I may.
I mean, we experienced a decent amount, but
I'll heal you.
What a joke.
But yeah, unfortunately, I don't want to say my last name, but you'd probably get a kick out of my last name.
I'm here.
Victory is upon us! What is our strategy? We mobilize at once.
Oh, dang it, they're just gonna continually spawn.
They have the advantage.
Oh my goodness. Wow, was I not prepared for that?
No stopping us!
And Moon, I see what you're saying. I just I mean, I guess it just depends on what you mean by like kind. Can you see the sites? Eat local cuisine right away before the medical society. Yeah. Well, I remember we went on like a tour of some of the churches in, I believe, Zagreb. But like, they were saying how like the scaffolding has been there for so long that like even the scaffolding needs scaffolding.
It's not how embarrassing.
But yeah, it was a great country. I'd love to go back sometime, just by myself and like, you know, experience it.
We mustn't stop here. By a knight's honor, I'm off. How shall I serve you? What is our strategy?
Nowhere is too far. Understood.
And there's lots of things like that. The Leaning Tower of Pisa is setting by Silly Mountain. It's like a collapse. Yes, I did actually read that.
Want to keep going?
I just thought it was just a funny, what's the word I'm looking for?
Finished yet?
Statement on how the world is, how like they can't afford to repair the place. We were here 2 years ago, and that scaffolding was because of the earthquake we had. Yes, it was. It's funny, since I'm from California, earthquakes are rather normal to me. So it's funny to hear about earthquakes in other locations.
Victory is ours. I stand ready. At your service. At once. Nobody's dying here. You got it.
But yeah, since my family did have a history in Croatia, we kind of knew a decent amount of things. So when we would take a tour, the tour guide was like, "Man, if every American knew as much as you guys did, I'd be out of a job." So that was cool.
Let's have some fun.
Allow me to mend your wounds.
My parents have said they want to travel the world now that they've retired, but you know, given that Americans don't have a great reputation right now for good reason, I mean, they really can't. That's sad.
Healing you.
You're mine.
Cheer up.
Over here. Better keep this going. You're nothing.
You're nothing. I'm really debating if I should go get more water. 'Cause I'm basically out. I don't want to leave because I'm having a good time.
Justin!
Care to dance?
The win is ours.
No, I wanted that to catch. Oh well, at least I got something.
That must have hurt.
My training's paid off.
The issue is Zagreb is fairly old, lots of 15th century architecture, and the region doesn't experience earthquakes, so many buildings weren't built for it. Yes. Yeah. Oh, yes. Well, the other thing the tour guide was kind of telling us was, like,
Buried.
they're also having trouble finding people with the skill set to repair, because they were also built, like, with certain stone cutting techniques and stuff that you would need to, like, train people for, but they also can't really afford to, like, pay them enough to make it really worth it. So, like, they're at kind of an impasse where people,
Just say the word.
you know, can't, like, anybody with the skill set move to another place where they could be paid more,
Understood.
and they can't find anybody willing to
No
do
mercy.
the, like, schooling or whatever necessary to
Let's have
get
some
the
fun.
skill set. At least, you know, that was what he was saying. I'm no authority. Just, you know.
Spirits of the wind. Onward.
Better heal
But,
up.
you know, it was still cool to see. I mean, even with the scaffolding, it was... It really is cool, because they had, like, very clearly medieval, like, walls and stuff surrounding the church, and, like... It's so almost kind of surreal to see that sort of thing, because, you know, here in America especially, you only really see that kind of stuff in, like, TV shows or documentaries. So actually seeing it in person
Just let
is
me
very
fight
cool.
already. Yep. Nobody's dying here. Yep.
Yeah, we can't just mix up Grau by ourselves to fix our story. They have to be restored, and there's only so... Yeah, exactly. So, it'll be a problem for a while, to my understanding. But, I don't know.
The barrier has fallen.
What? I see your useless soldiers are ever eager to drag my reputation through the muck.
This is no time to be casting stones,
Elsa Lind.
Lord Gailey. You've sat idle in safety while the battle has raged outside. Deal with them yourself, if it's such a blow to your esteem.
Yeah, if you want
dare
something
think me a
done
man
right,
of
do it
empty
yourself.
words? Very well then. I'll show just how sharp my spear can sting. But I'd like a demonstration of the wise and great seer's might in return.
So be it. I don't share your aversion to combat.
Good.
Out of wonder, what was your guy? It was a curly-haired girl. No, it was a guy. Gosh, The trouble is, he didn't have any particularly distinctive features to my memory, so I can't remember. My family had drinks with him, so that was that was cool. But I don't remember who it was. I'm sure, like, if somebody said their name, it would be like, oh, yes, right. But it's been a long enough time that I just don't remember now.
At your service. Wherever
But
you
he was nice. Very knowledgeable and
As you command.
fun. And yeah, like I said, he was impressed that my family knew as much as we did, because
Sure thing.
on the surface we kind of seemed like Americans.
Yes, sir.
I have an acquaintance who does Zagreb tours. She's fairly popular, so yeah, understandable. I mean, we had several different tours, but in Zagreb specifically, I think it was just a guy. But that is cool. Zagreb was great. We saw Split. Yeah, I think we saw Split. Or maybe, well, we went to Dubrovnik, I know that. Zadar was my favorite, actually.
Be cleansed.
Zadar was weird, because for some reason, our hotel booking service randomly canceled it on us without telling us. So we went to the hotel and we're like, hey, we're here. And they were like, you don't have a reservation. So we had to quickly find something, and we did. And it was super nice, but it was a bit stressful.
I'll not give in.
Also, it is always funny to me to see stray cats, you know, in a city, because my cat, he's a very big boy, so like seeing a stray cat, it's like, where's the rest of them? They're all so small. My cat's a fat boy.
No battle is beyond our reach.
Croatia is smaller than New Jersey. People generally can't comprehend the size of the USA, hence our bewilderment of American historical knowledge about Europe. Yeah, well, I mean, that is also partially because American education doesn't, you know, it's been lacking even in how America works, so being able to cover other countries is even lower priority. It's just one of those things that I would have loved to have learned more, but just the way things were, you know, had to deal with the hand I was dealt. And like, I live in California. California is massive. Like, it can be a completely different state if you drive like an hour.
Begin the march.
Have you need of me? Setting off.
It's pretty crazy.
Perhaps we should rest. I'm off.
Where shall I go next?
I'm in your command.
Behold the valor of a knight. Let me hit something!
But I actually really like California. There's a lot of like anti-California sentiment, but I really like California. It's treated me very well. Our stray cats are part of the cat distribution system. It's merit-based, so only the lean and cute get fed. Yeah. But it's just funny to me because my cat, like, he's fat, but also like, even if he were to be skinny, he's still just a big cat in general. And so, like, he's very much a like you need two hands to pick him up kind of cat, and the other cats it's like I feel like I could grab him with one hand and like it's just hard to explain, but it. I wish Beef would come up. My cat's name is Beef, by the way. I wish he would come up and show himself, because I have a camera specifically for him. But he enjoys being downstairs, especially at this time of day. Overlord, he come inside. Yeah, a little bit skinnier than that, but he's a big boy. He's like under 20 pounds, which I admit I forget the conversion rate.
Allow me.
But like he had a pretty rough life as a stray. Like he's missing a tooth and like he has a scar on his ear, and you know, poor thing had a rough time. So like he's very food focused. I think because he didn't know where his meals were coming from for a while. Pound is 45. Okay, so yeah, it would be roughly like 10 kilograms.
Stand firm.
Maybe 9.
Never flinch.
He's a big one.
I'm not finished yet.
But I love him so much. My mom and I are always like, oh, he's just the cutest, isn't he? He is. So a chonk, give him a pet? Yeah, definitely.
I won't let you down.
Okay.
I'm ready to fight.
With all swiftness.
I can barely stand.
For victory.
He's so funny too, because
We can do this.
he
Do
he
it.
he knows he's not allowed on the dinner table, but he tests his
Just a little magic.
he tests his limits. He's very naughty sometimes, where he'll be sitting in the chair looking up at the table, and we're like, Beef, don't do it, and he'll like tenderly put a paw like, but what if I only did one paw?
That's enough out of that.
he's so funny.
Ready.
I have this one.
Like a biting wind.
You would chunk everything as a dinner table. Yeah, pretty much. Like, he will wake up from a dead sleep if he hears you in the
Focus your
kitchen.
mind.
He knows where the food is. Even though he knows that it's not time for him to eat, he will still complain. He makes his opinions be known.
Do not cede. Raise your guard.
Your orders, please.
For one battle. It's not even worth.
What should I do?
Sir,
There is time yet to claim victory.
nowhere is too far. At once.
Wherever you'd like me. What are you thinking next?
On to the next.
Say the word.
You got it. We'll see how tough they are. On it.
Anyone else?
Standing by. What should I do?
Enjoy the rest of the stream. Yeah, sure thing. Hi, I hope you have a good
heading
one.
there now.
Thank you for coming by. Thank you for
At
chatting.
your service.
I hope you enjoy watching or,
Sir.
you know, lurking, because I'm enjoying this game. I really am.
You'd better run.
Sometimes I feel like I'm annoying when I constantly repeat that, but, like, it really does just make me happy, you know?
Vigor fades.
That's an important thing in games. You know, like, I'm just happy to be playing.
You see that?
I've said before that I kind of have a
You
childish
should have run.
attitude when it comes to video games, in the sense that, like, even the worst games I would rather be playing than, you know, because my mentality is kind of always like, well, hey, I'm not doing homework. Which does prevent me from getting really angry.
Now then, Lord Gailey, let us witness this spear you so often boast of.
Spare me the orders, witch. These rebel scum shall perish in my wake.
These rebel scum will perish. Ugh!
Keep it.
Murder them!
Your strength failed.
Don't move.
Ooh. That was a lot of damage.
I'll heal you. Enjoy this.
Stop curing heal. Dang it. Yikes.
Do them in!
I'm very grateful this game does not have permadeath.
Don't move.
I get that, like, permadeath enhances certain moments, but for me it just makes it too stressful.
Don't move.
Like, Fire Emblem did a thing for the 3DS where they did Fire Emblem Fates Birthright and Conquest, and Birthright was like the easy mode where there was no permadeath, and Conquest was like the hard mode. And
You're better than I thought.
Need a hand?
it's an interesting idea, but the thing that frustrated me was, like, the game kind of centers around, like, two different warring clans, and Birthright is about one clan and Conquest is about the other. And I was like, that kind of sucks that they kind of force you into one clan gameplay-wise, even if you like the other story-wise. I don't know how well the game actually ended up selling or anything, but I don't think it worked out as well.
I'm hurt bad.
Nobody's dying here. Not good.
Jeez. You're really entrenched.
I'll heal you. Enjoy this.
I have always liked the idea of a game having two different versions for, like, two different sides, but it's a very difficult thing to get right.
Murder them!
Like, Pokemon does it kind of interestingly, where it's like, hey, some Pokemon are in one and some are in the other, so, like, you gotta trade and, like, go out and meet people. But,
Stay right there.
for the other games that have tried something like that, I feel like it didn't really work out as well as it seemed like it would.
Don't move.
StarCraft is like that. Oh, really? I admit I have not played StarCraft, so I'm not super familiar with how it plays, but I actually genuinely didn't know that StarCraft was split like that.
It's not looking great.
I'm worried about
This isn't gonna end well.
So much death. I don't know if I'm gonna win this.
Don't move.
We'll see. I still have things I can do, but
Enjoy this.
you know, I've actually really wanted to get StarCraft 64 because it's really interesting to me. Not only that they bothered to bring StarCraft to the Nintendo 64, but the fact that apparently it works quite well. And I would be very curious to experience that.
Do them in!
That was close. Damn it.
I remember for a while there was a rumor going around that World of Warcraft was going to come to consoles. It's funny how that never panned out.
I owe you.
Enjoy this.
I mean, I can kind of understand why, but just it's funny to me because, you know, Blizzard has seemed pretty okay with putting all their other games on consoles. Goodness knows Diablo's on consoles. You know, Overwatch and a lot of their remakes.
Don't move. No.
This might sound weird to say, but I'm really interested to see how the Switch 2 is going to handle
Wherever you'd like me.
stuff. Like,
As you
because I feel like part of the Switch 1's, like, huge triumph was the fact that all sorts of different genres and, like, types of games,
stand ready.
like, found success on the Switch.
once.
Like, Moon is the example I always use, where it's like, Moon, you know, is a super weird game, and it was only in Japan, and this is the first time it's localized. When it comes to the Switch, which was like, it was a PS1 game, like, it seemed like it had so much against it, but it still
War
did
is
well.
never easy.
And I thought that was super cool, and so, like, it incentivized a lot of other companies to bring games like that to the Switch.
We can do this.
So I've been hoping the Switch 2 will do that. It'll continue that trend of like, hey, this game that is really cool but might not have originally found success might have a second chance at life.
Focus your mind.
With the exception, of course, of F-Zero, because that's never gonna have a second chance. No, I actually do genuinely think they'll do an F-Zero. Maybe not necessarily soon, but
Shield yourselves.
I think they'll eventually cave, and
Don't move.
then it won't sell well,
Do them in.
and people will be very upset. That is one thing about, like, the Metroid hiatus that I always tried to emphasize to people, was like, I was sad that for a while we weren't getting any Metroid games, but, like, Metroid as a series does not sell very well. So, like, I can understand, you know, I can understand going, yeah, maybe we shouldn't invest in this right now. Oh, why'd you bump that way?
I'll do
Why'd you
what I
do that?
can.
And I can't even back out. Yeah, whatever. Okay. Sorry, Anais.
Forgive.
The time is at hand.
I need to be closer to use that. I don't even really want to use it on them,
Face
though.
me and be cut down.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't even need to. Good, good.
We'll have you return to us soon enough, Vinisa.
At least try.
Ridiculous. I'll heal you.
Ridiculous. No, it's a fight. That's what's supposed to happen.
Care to dance?
I admit, I kind of like that this unit finished them off because it has her sister in it.
My well-laid plans shattered into 1,000 pieces.
My training's paid off.
This is nothing.
Yes, I love good level ups like this. I've heard that Fire Emblem sometimes has a thing where it's like if your character doesn't level up well enough, they kind of like stop being viable. That makes me kind of sad.
Is she restored?
I believe
think so.
Yes.
I'm sorry, Altalinda. I never wanted to hurt you.
So, Baltro's spell can be broken,
Who goes there? Show yourself.
Whoa,
Right
who are
here,
you?
boy.
What is the meaning of this?
Oh, look at that
Master.
hammer.
Yana, it's been years.
Master?
On your guard, Elaine. I learned everything I know from this woman. The sorceress Alcina.
Alcina.
The very person who helped Zenoira conquer our lands.
So it was you.
Oh, poor little Elaine. You've come to resemble him so dearly.
It's you in there, isn't it? The real you. Not one of Zenoira's puppets.
Which means it was you controlling Altalinda.
You misunderstand, child. Our magic does not simply make marionettes of its victims.
Amplifies
Then
what's
what
in their
does
heart.
it do? My sister would never have conspired with Zenoira by her own free will.
And why should I answer that exactly?
That's a good point.
We'll make you
Why should you?
answer.
Sheltering myself in the girl's body took more than its fair share of magic. It seems this is where I make my exit. Farewell for now. But don't worry, Elaine. We'll meet again soon enough.
So she was inhabiting Altalinda's body. It's crazy.
You have my utmost gratitude, Prince. And my humble apologies as well. I have to thank you too, Elaine. I'd never have seen Altalinda again if not for your help.
I'm just happy to see you both reunited. As for that apology, you needn't blame yourself for what happened. Alcina's magics made you an unwilling captive. There lies no fault in that.
Your kindness knows no bounds. And it heartens me to see you safe and sound, Dionisa. I owe my health to Elaine here just as much as you do. All because of a revelation he had that told him to come find you. Me?
Indeed. At the urging of a self-named great sage within a sanctuary in Cornea. He claimed that in order to defeat Galerius, I must meet with the Turdanos of Elheim and unbind the Ring of the Unicorn. If you know anything about how such a feat may be accomplished, I beg you, tell me.
Okay.
I understand now what you're after. But I fear I lack the knowledge you seek.
How dare you!
Though I have laid eyes on some old texts that spoke of your ring.
And where can I find such texts?
In the Nasthirion, the Tower of Thorns in your language. It houses an archive only I may enter, within which lie histories that predate the founding of our nation, as well as records of arcane rituals and magics. I can recall a treatise regarding the unicorn being mentioned in one such record.
Okay.
The spire stands to the west of this castle, and is a site most sacred to dark elves like me. But unfortunately, it now rests in Zenoiran hands.
Then we make
I mean,
forward
everything
and
does,
reclaim it
so
for the good
that
of
makes
Elheim.
sense.
Provided we're able to do so, would you be willing to grant me access to those texts you mentioned?
But of course, Prince. I will aid you however I'm able.
You can marry me.
Apologies for
I
the
mean,
interruption.
go out
The
with me.
sun
I
has
mean,
nearly made its nest over the horizon. I bid you stay the night. I'll ready your beds.
I'll take her bed. It's
Much
fine.
appreciated. We'll do just that.
Oh boy.
Lord Gailey, you're hurt.
Is that the elf? Yeah, yeah. That was the elf that, like, everyone freaked out over when the game first came out. They were like, oh my god!
Silence. Flesh heals, but my reputation never will. Though
Are
I'm
you
not
familiar,
entirely out of options
Dega?
yet. Just wait, you miserable forest rats. It's time you learn what happens to those who cross me.
Only from watching you, standard blonde. Give me the evil goth girl. Do you mean, the one that's already in my party, or do you know of another? I can't believe... Berengaria. Okay, that was her name. For a second, I get, like, the only name that would show up in my head was Bernice, and I was like, no, that's not right. Yeah, Eltolinde. Yes! It's an elven sibyl. Bears healing skills with far outstrip those of elven augur. Summoned fairies will be dismissed using elemental roar. 5 fairy skill point. Okay. Have her be the guard.
'Tis an honorable task.
One who enjoys reading, enjoys cooking, decorating, appreciates flowers. Preparing food, confections, tea, amusement, finery, fascinated by the arts, finery. Yay! Okay, actually, wait, hold on, I can, oh, I can't. Dang it. Well, I suppose I can go drinking with, Eltolind. By eating a meal at a tavern in a walled city or castle town, you can raise the rapport between the characters partake. Number of attendees will vary based on the meal chosen. You can select the attendees after choosing.
Hey there, you want something to eat?
Give me your finest dish. Lane and Eltolind. Sure, free is always good. Actually, it looks pretty nice.
Shall we? Delightful.
Have you tried this yet?
Why does it make you press the button multiple times?
Come back next time.
I won't. I won't be coming back. Well, no worries about not knowing much, Dega. I can never remember who played what game I streamed, so sometimes it's like, wait, were you the one who was telling me about it, or am I mixing that up? So, I have to know, Elaine, what was your first impression upon arriving in Elham? To be the greenery, of course. It's a far more wondrous land than Cornea, with a nigh untouchable divinity to it. In times of solitude, it's even felt as though the trees themselves were likely to pick me up and carry me off to unknown shore. Can't deny the possibility. The forest is a beautiful place indeed, yet shall show no sympathy towards those who threaten it. As Noira's encroachment may have robbed the Fae of much of their strength, certain they were ever vigilant in studying your actions, and presumably still are. It was presumed, then, that the forest were restored to its natural state, and the mere word from your lips be enough to make me vanish for the rest of time. If the breath of evil in your heart demanded such measures, then yes. But games and movies are not my strong points. Really? That's funny because, well, not really movies, but games are very much my strong point, so... I mean, I collect games, so, like, I know a lot about games. Genuinely, I could recite the entire history of video games, start to finish, or start to current, from memory alone. Because I am obsessive. Ooh. Very nice. In fact, that might be enough to deliver to the town first. I only have 100. Very first thing I'm gonna do when I get 200 honors, expand to 5 so that way Eltalind can join Elaine. Perfect. Okay, now we can station a guard. And Mandarin. You're next.
Got it under control.
I can tell you how tech developed over time, I can tell you what tech they had during what war, I can tell you what material properties steel and chocolate share. Do tell me that one, I'd be very curious. Oh, you know what, also, I had a teacher a long time ago say that marzipan is one molecule away from plastic, and I want to know if that's true. I probably could have looked it up, but I've been too lazy. I love marzipan, though. Goodness.
I'll guard this post with
Restored
my
enough towns that I'm running out of characters to guard them. I don't doubt it, I've actually heard that line before. The first plastic was accidentally made out of fat. Oh, really? I don't know if you guys have ever seen Dragon Ball Z Abridged. I'm not a big fan of Dragon Ball Z, but I did watch all the Bridge series because I liked it. And there was a scene where, like, Vegeta was taking a shower, and, like, since he's an alien, he doesn't know what you know, human beings do. So, like, at one point, I think it was Bulma, or I forget who, someone explains to him, like, yeah, just use the bar of, like, cleaner that we made from, like, animal fats and things. And he goes like, oh, that sounds awesome! And then he, like, takes a bite out of it. I got a good laugh out of that. Cool. Ooh, a faded journal. Good, good. I don't know if I've encountered carvings in this region yet. It's been a little while. I found something. Ooh, a long spear. Interesting. I should go back and go to the armorer, see if I can upgrade some of my units. Also, in terms of what material properties steel and chocolate share, is it that they're both delicious? I wish I made that joke earlier. In order to have good chocolate or steel, it needs to be tempered. It must be heated to a certain point and then cooled, and to have its molecules properly arranged in a crystal lattice work must be held at temperature for a set period of time. Interesting. I wouldn't necessarily say that that's like a material property. I'd say that's just like material methodology, you know? Oh, actually, before I shop for new items, let me make sure all the items I currently have are good. How do I... okay. How do I compare? Oh, okay, yeah. Let's see. Nah, it's not worth the +1. I don't want to give up the magic attack for that. Frost. Oh, whoops. Still gotta get used to the buttons. Passive shatter. Oh, Eltalinda uses a spear? Interesting, interesting. Didn't even... well, I guess that makes sense, but... the test to confirm if steel or chocolate is good you can snap it and look at the grains of the material. If they are smooth and fine, it's good. If they're large and jagged, it's bad. Interesting. I think I would need to see like a video to fully comprehend. Because I feel like I'm not sure I understand, like, you snap it like it's like a chocolate bar or something, and then the crumbs are what you're talking about? Or are you like looking at the pieces and like how it broke? Because that I feel like I would understand better. The edge of the break. Okay. Well, that's interesting. Bad chocolate also shatters more like bad steel. It's really interesting because I feel like when I eat chocolate bars, they are often very like flaky or like crumbly.
May fortune bring what you seek among my quality wares.
Carnot stuff. I'll try it.
A fine choice.
Guard efficiency, base PP, or... Yeah, no, I think this will be better.
A fine choice.
Enrai! Hey, it's good to see you! If you could give me a game, any game, no matter how obscure, a final swan song update, what game would you want to update, and what would you want to... Oh my goodness. That... Whew, what a question. Because ideally, I would want to choose a game that, like, didn't quite reach full potential, you know? And I can't think of a game like that. I'm sure there are plenty, I just can't think of any at the moment. Part of me wants to say, like, Team Fortress 2, but that's just more because, like, I just want the game to have some big update. Hershey's bar and a durability, snap them and see what happens. I'll have to. I'll be very curious now.
A fine choice. Do it.
I don't know, it feels kind of cheap to say this, but there's a game I really love, and it is super obscure. It's a game called Trials of Battle, and it would be cool to play another game like it that you know, still has a lot of the same sensibilities, but just is upgraded. But I don't even know if that necessarily fits into what you're saying. It's like, Trials of Battle to me was like... It was a cool thing of its time, and I would love to see a new one, but... If I were to, like, give it an update, it would basically just turn it into, like... the same thing, but graphically newer, you know? It need to be a game that never... It could be a game which, had a patch for modern computers. Yeah, well, certainly Trials of Battle would be nice to have working on modern machines, because it was OS2 exclusive, and, I have not been able to emulate it properly. I'm just not... I'm not skilled enough with emulation to really get it to run. I'm neither skilled enough with OS2 nor emulation in general. So... like, it would be cool to see Trials of Battle, like, on modern systems, so that way it doesn't get, like, lost forever. Because I might be one of the last people to own a copy at all. But I feel like that kind of just gets into, like, game preservation. Where it's just like, yeah, I want the game to be preserved. I wouldn't call that a patch, though. Okay, why was I going this way? Okay, playing this game I would go with Oni. Thank Batman Arkham Knight, think Batman Arkham Knight, but written in the late 90s, took them to it. Yeah, that's the one Rockstar published, right? I've seen a little bit of it. I think I actually have a disc of it somewhere. But, I don't know if that's the same game you're talking about. 20 years before they matched the combat system. I mean, that is cool. Blue-haired cop girl, yeah. Like, on the cover, it's like her with, like, a gun. It was always interesting to me that Rockstar, of all companies, published that. Though, ironically, that, in a very indirect way, has to do with Metroid Prime. So this is where you're going to head deeper into the forest rather than flee Elheim entirely. Oh, by the way, Sarahbot still can't... How many R's are in the word strawberry? Aw. That is adorable. I cannot believe... Okay, I think I'm live again. Hi, yes. So, Enrai, this has been happening, and I don't fucking understand why. But, for the past couple of streams, OBS will pop up, and it'll go, hey, your stream key's wrong. And it's like, no, it's not. I don't even give OBS my stream key anymore because it's just from... I don't understand. So initially, when I looked this up, they were like, oh, what you have to do is reset your stream key. So I did that. But there was nowhere to put it in my OBS because they don't do that. It's not like a thing you input in OBS. You link your Twitch account and then it just gets it from there. So it's like, it can't possibly be getting... Did it break again? I'm gonna lose my mind. This is... Why are you doing this to me? What did I do? What did I do to deserve this? Very cyberpunk. She was slowly becoming transhuman. Music. That is cool. You see me? Okay. Okay. I don't understand. So, like, I looked it up and it said, oh, reset your stream key. I did that. It didn't fix anything. So then, last night, when I was getting this problem, everyone went, you need to completely uninstall and reinstall OBS. And I didn't want to do that, but I was like, fine. I did that today, and now it's still not working. That's so infuriating. Okay, here's what I'm gonna do. I am going to give it 2 more times to crash, and then I will stop and research a new solution and try and stream on Sunday. Duct tape, yeah, I mean, duct tape does usually fix everything. But I was so happy. I actually had the thought like 30 minutes ago, wow, my stream hasn't crashed. Maybe reinstalling it really did fix, you know, my issues. No. That's what I get for being optimistic. Move her. Reposition you to the front, so that way Elta Lins can be behind. Okay. Not good enough, Shadow. You need to get this work. Satsu, I don't know if you've been seeing. Go to settings, output, change the video encoder to it's more obscure. So it doesn't seem like it. Okay, hold on, I'll try this. Go to output and go to and change the video encoder to NVIDIA and Venk. Okay. I don't know why that would pop up with like a hey, your stream key is wrong error message, but I switched it. So there's that, and then but that's what fixed it. Also, under stream, disable enhanced broadcasting? Is that a bad thing, really? Also, it is disabled. Oh, in the video encoder, okay. It means that OBS sets multiple versions because Twitch gets. That makes sense. 1 second though. Dang it! I thought I heard beef at the door. No such luck. But yeah, no, it's already disabled. So I changed the output. Let's see if it. Because I was on 0.264, whatever. Need to roll, don't harm anyone. If I'll try. I will try, but I can't guarantee anyone's safety. But yes, have a good one, Dega. I appreciate you.
And unfortunately, the witch is far too cunning to let them slit her throat so easily. If she tells Galerius of what's happened, we'll find ourselves in even hotter water.
I don't mean to challenge you, Lord Gailey, but what are you hoping to accomplish by staying here?
Simple-minded fool. We're the last survivors of an army defeated. Say we ran home to Zenora with our tails tucked tightly between our legs. What do you think would become of us?
What are you implying, sir?
We'd be executed.
No, I don't want to die.
I have a family back home.
Enough of your blubbering. Even if we wanted to escape Elheim, we would have no way of making it through that cursed winding wood. No. What we need to do now is secure a new route in instead.
But, Satsu, for one thing, hi, it's good to see you. For two, yeah, OBS just randomly started going, hey, your stream key's wrong, so we've, like, cut off your stream. and I don't know. Yeah, OBS recently changed their encoder plugin with a new one, and that other one is the legacy one, but the legacy one has a bug where it also sends 3 streams. It doesn't follow that. Oh, that's weird. Yeah, no, like, if you watch my stream from last night where I was playing Xenoblade X, it would happen, like, every 20 minutes, and it was infuriating, and it's like, I didn't understand why, so I hope what Enrai's saying is correct. It sounds right, but also, I couldn't figure it out, so, you know, I'm not an authority. We just started burning the forest.
This blaze is uncontrollable.
Such foul disrespect for nature. If Ervelda is lost, the Fae... No, this very land...
It's very frustrating because you get upon the invalid stream. Yeah, that's exactly what happens. Just randomly, no input whatsoever, it just suddenly goes... Boom, and then your stream dies. And the thing is, it's not like you can just hit stream again. You have to close down the entire program, wait a second, and then boot it back up. Just sit there like, I've been live for the past... Yeah, exactly. That was exactly my thing. It's like, no, it's not. It's not wrong. Don't lie to me. But it kept lying to me. Because they're evil, that's why. Okay. Interesting. So we literally have to put out the fires. That's pretty cool. OBS has crashed, but you're still alive. Yeah. Yeah. Nowhere and pretend it never happened. Yeah, I mean, like, I would love if I could just ignore that pop-up, but literally it would just cut my stream right off.
To the skies!
Skies of Arcadia. Which I still need to play.
The battle.
It was funny, I was hearing a story about Sonic and Sega All-Stars Racing's development, and how, like, they were trying to get approval for, like, Skies of Arcadia character, and when they were presenting it to the creator, he was, like, really stone-faced, and they were worried they, like, upset him, but apparently he was, like, moved to tears.
They will know what hit him.
Which is a very heartwarming story to me.
I'm heading there now.
Sure thing.
You don't die.
Ready. On it.
Shinky as it may be, at least it's better than the alternative. XSplit still gives me nightmares. Yeah, I've not heard the best things about XSplit.
Onward.
At your service, sir.
Your villainy ends here.
We can do this.
Also, Satsu, I don't know if you're interested, but I thought of another idea we could do, but I don't know if you've played any of the Xenoblade games. Still $200 just to stream. Oh my god. Lifetime, I'll give them that, but still. Yeah, but even still, I can't shell that kind of money out for this. If I really could make streaming viable, then that's when it's like, okay, maybe it'd be worth it, but I'm not gonna, like, rely on that.
The time is at hand. To me.
I'm ready to fight.
Most streamers don't rake in $200 on enough money from it. Yeah. Funnily enough, on average, I make 1 penny when streaming through ads.
You can do it.
Which is infuriating to me because, to my understanding, it plays a pretty hefty amount of ads.
Just a little magic.
So, the fact that I only get a penny for it is insulting.
I'm not finished yet. Enemy unit defeated. Wherever you'd like me. Sir. I have this one.
But that's why, like, subs and stuff are so, like, I'm so grateful for, you know? Because it's like, I'm happy that somebody wants to help me at all, you know?
We can do this.
Focus your mind.
At least you get money from ads regardless if someone's subbed or not. True, but... I mean, some money is literally 1 penny for me, so... Sub viewer skips ads you get paid. Really? I hadn't heard that. I knew Twitch Turbo people would get it. Like, you'd still get ad revenue, but... I didn't know about subs.
I shall surpass Ludwig yet.
This should help the cause.
I'm even better than Clive now.
One of the many benefits of old age.
On to the next.
I'm up.
Your orders, please. As you command.
That's
Ready.
fine. That's
Yes, sir.
fine. I'll deploy Rolf's unit.
The Cornian militia
He can
fights.
garrison the tower.
Heading there now.
Good.
You're nothing.
Want to keep going?
Ads are based on your content. The safer your content is, measured by game category. The more you get from ads because of Oh, really? I had no idea that was how that worked.
Dead and buried. I stand ready.
I mean, it makes sense. I just didn't realize.
Allow me.
I'll support you.
However, subs and turbo users who don't know that can still give you the highest ends in that scale. True. That is good.
Steady on.
Just a little magic.
There was a, I don't remember what streamer it was, but there was, like, an article about a streamer who broke Twitch's, like, concurrent viewer record. And, some people started commenting about how, like, if he played one 30-second ad or something, he'd make an insane amount of money. I was like, what a, what a weird life that must be. Or a weird, like, power that holds.
That was great.
In service of the Royal, I'll not fail you. By your word.
I hope I can still help. I'm heading there now. In the name of the liberation.
What would you ask?
I can't hold out much longer, sir.
Can I... Yeah, I can pray again, right? Good, good.
Nowhere is too far.
The position is ours.
That's a lot of damage. Thank goodness for the ranged assist. I love seeing enemies in games get frozen.
Got me good.
Faster than the wind.
There's two things in games that just always really get to me. It's melting enemies and freezing enemies. Like, there was a oh, you know what? It was Time Splitters 2, if I remember correctly. In the multiplayer, you could play as like a snowman, and there's a flamethrower, and killing them doesn't melt them, but they have a voice line where they're running and they go, "I'm melting," and that was always really funny to me.
I stand ready.
My thanks. I shall hold nothing back.
So let's hypothetically say, for the sake of conversation, that the high end is 10 cents per minute per viewer, but yours isn't that advertiser friendly, so you only get 5 per minute per viewer. Two viewers who watch one of the ads. One of them's also subbed. You get 15. Okay, I think I understand what you're saying. I mean, granted, for me right now, I want to avoid ads as much as possible. Because, like, ultimately, I just want people to, like, follow and tune in and enjoy.
I'll not fail you.
You know?
Very well.
At your service. Understood. I've
I have
arrived.
taken it as our own.
I have this one.
That's the thing. I've been working really hard to try and gain followers, but, I've been losing them just as quickly, and it's been sad, because it's like, I wish...
I'm exhausted.
I wish there was some way I could communicate to people, like, I'm not trying to be, like, irresponsible, or, like, if you know, if I've upset, like, I'm sorry, but might as well get a cut. I mean, true, but also, I don't know, for me, the little bit I would make off of ads is worth, you know, sacrificing when it comes to just getting people to watch.
Awaiting your command. By your word.
We march.
My atonement beckons. By a knight's honor. Begin the march.
Because, I mean, not that I think I'll get it anytime soon, but, like, reaching 1,000 followers would be just mind-boggling for me. It's like my... beyond my wildest expectation. Because the max I ever really saw myself getting was, like, maybe 350 followers.
By your command.
Why 350? I don't know. But that was what I was imagining in my head.
Got the sting of a scorpion. Just say the word. Yep.
Anyway, I can shamelessly peddle my wares for you. Sure, yeah.
Gaze upon.
Need a hand?
I mean, granted, I don't really have money, so, like, I can't exactly invest, but I'm happy to hear.
Hold fast. Ow! Wandering dark. I am with you.
Does Khajiit have wares if you have coin? lot of damage. Not enough AP. Oh. Well, he still killed someone, but...
Be healed. The battle is won.
I've not chosen my grave yet.
What is our strategy? We mobilize at once.
Onward.
We'll see how tough they are.
Just everyone rush.
I just want to sleep. On it.
Garrison,
I stand ready.
Can finally move away from that.
Sir.
Okay. Not the best, but not the worst.
They hold the upper hand.
Yield to me.
Easy now.
Thank goodness she survived. That was a brutal attack. Oh, you know what? Speaking of cool stuff too, Limited Run Games announced they were doing some crazy taxi merch, and I love the idea of having a little rear view mirror dangler that's the arrow from Crazy Taxi. That's amazing. I love that. Anyway, sorry. So a friend of mine does art. She's not that well known, and she's a freelance artist. Together we set up a web shop for her to make and sell cool art. Like she does art, I do the printing, production, or oh, that's cool. See, I've kind of been wanting to do something like that, but I don't have such knowledge.
I'll not fail you. As you wish.
Oh, you DM'd me. Let me take a look. Aw, that's awesome. the keychain's great. Very cool.
Wherever you'd like me. As you command.
A formidable adversary.
Let me hit something. Yeah.
I've been wanting to make merch for a while, but the logistics of it have gotten me really, like,
Let me.
You know, hesitant. Because also, I just don't have great ideas for merch. Ultimately, if it does well, thinking of onboarding other streamers into their share of it, where they... Oh, that's cool! Yeah! I like that idea. I've always seen, like, you know, streamer shops where it's like, oh, you can put your logo or whatever on like a mug and a t-shirt, and it's like I would rather do that myself.
They hold the upper hand.
But if you can offer a similar thing, that is very cool. is that since Arya does the art, we'll all have the same style. People go, yeah, that is an interesting idea. I do worry about the idea of it being like a Funko Pop sort of thing, where it's like it's all just the same, but like slightly different, you know?
I shall heal you.
Oh my god, that does so much damage. Crazy.
So, what next?
I shall not shy from
Okay,
that.
at least she's not dying, you know, that easily. Thank goodness she has poison guard as well. That's probably a big thing too.
Huh? Like new. The day is won.
Oh wow, we actually won that. Good.
Made it.
There's no target available? Okay, well.
If I have to.
I think I need to start hurrying north. Where's... Oh, there it is. Okay. That's not too far.
Yep.
I am yours to command, Your Highness.
A supplier's MOQ? I'm not familiar with that. Is thankfully really low, so we can easily take the risk with small streamers, even if they only get 3/4 of the sales. Or 3/4 sales, we bring the keychains to the events and sell them. Yeah. That's a nice idea.
Death summons.
Which in turn also helps the streamer because, well, random people might see it, think chibi artwork is cute and start watching the stream. Yeah, definitely. Well, that is super cool. I really like the idea. Do keep me updated on if it is doing well, because there's like 30 to 50 at minimum.
This should help.
That makes sense. MOQ. What is MOQ? Modus operandi quantum. Sorry, I don't know. I was trying.
I shall never yield.
Yeah. I made a stupid joke.
It's not personal.
We've won.
Oh, are you kidding? Artemis is so close to leveling up. 5 points.
Onward for Prince Ludwig.
What would you ask?
Is everyone deployed? Yeah. Okay.
Whatever you need.
That's a lot of damage.
I'm off.
Minimum order quantity. Okay, that makes more sense.
You to me.
I'll restore you.
I'm here to help.
One more push.
And Rai, thank you so much if you really did fix my stream, my OBS. Like, it hasn't crashed, and I'm grateful for that, because I was very worried it would. Whenever you want something printed or made manufacturers, don't waste time and energy. Changing the tool to only print your stuff, so they were yes, yeah. I do know that. That, funnily enough, there is a very rare game on the PlayStation 4, and it's Poop Slinger. And the reason that it's so rare is it was set up by a company that was imitating limited run games, and
it shall be done.
It looked like it was like a really shady website they were selling it on, and
I have arrived.
And it was like on April Fool's Day that they sold it, so nobody believed that it was actually a real like product. so like so few people bought it. But the thing is, since there is that minimum order quantity for PS4 games, all the ones that didn't sell presumably are just sitting around somewhere in a box. And it would be funny to see those subsequent, you know, games hit the market and watch the value of the game drop.
Let's dance.
Come then.
Yield to me.
Strangely enough, PlayStation has a rule where it's like you can't make a physical only game. It has to be available digitally as well. DM'd you my store link so you can just... Well, let me see. That looks really good. Yeah. That looks professional.
Let me heal you.
Although it's giving me a like notification at the top where it's like, we noticed you're visiting from the United States, so our prices to US dollar for your shipping. But like the logo is like covering it up. That's the only thing. But that's cool. Portfolio section. Oh, yeah, yeah. I'll take a more in-depth look when I'm not streaming. I usually... It's a pet peeve of mine, but like I usually try and just wholly devote myself to streaming. Oh god.
You'd better run.
I must. Your villainy ends here.
Yield to me.
It uses dynamic pricing on custom pricing. Well, yeah, no, that in itself is fine, but it gave a pop-up at the top that was being blocked by the logo, so I couldn't really fully read it.
Let me heal you.
Shipping will be automatically calculated based on weight size. Of course, yes. That all makes sense.
I shall protect you.
Be healed.
We march on.
Win.
I must never.
And Elaine leveled up. Oh, damn. That is a good level up.
Death summons you.
Yield to me.
You know, when I worked at Target, and I'm pretty sure they still do this, but like, I noticed that the app, the Target app, uses, what's it called? Geographical, or like GPS pricing or whatever. The point is, like, depending on where you were, like what store, it would change prices. That's kind of not cool.
Victory is upon us.
This is pretty much a mom and pop. Sadly, I can't offer free shipping. All shipping prices exactly what it costs me to ship. Yes, yeah, no, that's understandable. I feel like people are generally understanding about that.
Clean through 'em.
Once I start sending out 500 parcels, yeah, of course.
Vigor fades. Wasn't even worried. I won't hold you back. Barely worth my time.
Okay.
Such pressure. Begin
You
the
can
march.
garrison.
What should
so
I
that
do?
way you can head up.
Sir,
We march.
There.
To me.
Okay, and the fires are still happening, so
a predicament
pray.
indeed.
Just get rid of this. Use DCC pricing. All the US customers pay the same. Doesn't be shitty if someone in Australia suddenly has to pay extra just for. Yeah, that makes sense.
A key position.
Oh, interesting.
Nobody's dying here.
Do I have elven archers? That is actually a good question.
Your orders,
I'm sure I
please.
do somewhere.
So?
Perhaps we should rest.
Wow. Okay. That is good to know. In fact, it's so good. Direct currency conversion. Okay, that makes sense.
Such pressure. We mobilize at once.
We'll see how tough they are.
You can start heading north.
Uh-huh.
And you...
Nowhere is too far. Understood.
Okay, but it looks like nobody's challenging us from
Diamond in the
other
rough.
regions. Well, miracle fruit. I need to use my other
How
miracle
shall I
fruit.
serve
I
you?
keep forgetting I have
Standing
it.
by. Always a chance. I'm ready to fight. I got you.
Thank goodness there was another unit that I could swap with.
Like a biting wind. For victory! Don't despair!
The swap mechanic really is
Just a little
nice.
magic.
It feels like slightly cheap, but it is really nice.
Focus your mind. A firm victory. That's enough out of them. If I have to.
You can garrison. Oh yeah.
This'll be fun.
Great. Okay. I did set up regional pricing for some less fortunate countries like
You face me.
I know people in those countries have less purchasing power overall, so I don't want to charge them more. Yeah, that makes sense.
Victory is assured!
I faith in you. Let me heal you.
I am your shield.
Be healed.
Ooh, a critical heal. That's very nice.
Be still.
Fine job!
Perhaps our reserves could help.
predicament indeed.
Also, for transparency, our offer is half the sale. That makes sense.
I suggest we reform our ranks. A predicament indeed. Setting off. At your service. Sir.
I personally don't have a problem with it.
Your villainy ends here.
But it's all very cool to hear. I would be interested in you telling me, you know, how things go. Because you said you were only just trying it, right?
I'll protect you.
Keychains cost US $5 per season. You sell for 10. Yeah.
Let me heal you.
That makes sense.
One more punch!
I was about to taunt that guy and be like, 3 damage, and then he proceeded to counterattack and only did 2 damage. It's a good thing I'm able to keep my mouth shut sometimes.
Allow me. Need a hand?
It's a trial run, but that doesn't mean I should slack. Oh, of course not! I'm not saying that, I'm just saying I would be curious to hear more, like, you know, keep me up to date.
Steady on!
Just a little magic. Focus your mind.
It's the trial run. I still want to deliver people. Yeah, no, and that's very very good.
Enemy unit defeated.
Because ultimately, I think that's kind of what everyone wants, you know, in a way. There's okay.
What is our strategy?
This is stressful. This is the first time this game has had a condition like this. It is very stressful.
Get moving.
Even though we order the keychains from the supplier, we're doing all the custom packaging and it's not just yeah.
The time is at hand.
It's very good. Oh, I might sneeze. I'm gonna sneeze. Sorry. Yeah.
Onward.
Where shall I go next?
It's ours now.
Oh, okay, good. You can start doing that.
Wherever you'd like me. As you command.
Take out that.
I'm ready to fight.
I certainly like the idea of this mission, where it's like, hey, you have to prevent the fire from reaching the tree, but, I wish they were a little more clear about how the fire spreads, if that makes sense. Like,
Focus your mind.
I'm losing track of the fire because it doesn't feel like it's supposed to spread the way it does.
Make manifest your will!
You know?
Ice. I'm not finished yet.
Oh, Anais is so close to leveling up.
My lance grows ever sharper.
On to the next. Your orders, please. Sir. I have this one.
Haste is key. To the offensive.
We can do this!
Just a little magic.
Be gone!
You can do it. stop now.
Okay.
A little closer to my former strength. I have to stop for now. What should I do?
Oh, actually, she could teleport somewhere. Let me see. Is there somewhere I could teleport?
I'm up.
To Lex's. That could be helpful.
Yes, sir.
Each product is packaged, or is packed in a cherry blossom theme bag. Then it's put in an old school cardboard envelope with a wax seal. Oh yes. And then we put the envelope in a bubble wrap envelope with a custom printing and a piece of cardboard to strengthen it a bit, prevent the products from getting bent. Lastly, we put that bag inside a bigger poly bag tied. That sounds like a lot of packaging. It's certainly cool. It's
Wherever
just
you'd like me.
I would like. Goodness. Well, yeah, of course.
You face me.
Oh, you left him clinging to life.
Be healed.
Together now.
Oh, thank you, Kelsey. That's where I just sent my enemies. To the place where all the tables are people.
Nobody's dying here.
You didn't... Did it not go through? Oh, you are kidding me. OBS, why must you do these things? Hold on, we're gonna replay it then. To the silent room. No, it's not supposed to be silent. And why isn't it replaying? Everything's always wrong. This is why I'm not allowed to have nice things. Hold on. Let's replay that, please. Why do you refuse to do this? Why must you... Why... It's OBS. I mean, you're right, but... Still. Why is Stream Elements being annoying? Why is everything going wrong? Was that... Oh god, I'm so dumb. So Tiffy redeemed a soundboard and she said like, oh, you can do it later, and I didn't realize that was what she meant.
I think heaven is this wonderful place where all the people are tables, and hell is this terrible place where all the tables are people.
That was what was supposed to play. Did you hear that? That went through? Cookies, aw, yeah. And in case Tiffy is still here, I don't know if you are, but this is the one...
I just told your deck, Joey. Huh? Yeah, thanks.
Oh, thanks. Okay, sorry. Oh, that's so infuriating. OBS, it never just wants to stick to one thing. It's always like, hey, we're gonna change this on you to the worst possible thing.
Just say the word.
Like, oh, you thought it was gonna be, like, you know, he thought it was gonna just go to default. Nope, we're going to a totally different thing because we hate you.
Your villainy
A skill issue moment, it is, but I want to blame something. Relay shifts every time I open. Yeah, OBS. Oh god, it's so messed with me. There are so many times I start stream and I start talking and then I realize my mic swapped to something that isn't a mic. So I'm just talking to no one. I feel dumb.
By a knight's honor. Begin the march.
Just let me fight already. Yep.
Nowhere is too far. At once.
And like, I never do anything differently. Yeah, oh gosh.
Ready.
Lex, are you able to deal with him? Not really. Who is able to deal with him?
Sir.
Yeah, okay.
What is our strategy?
We'll see how tough they are.
Uh-huh. Nobody's dying here.
Garrison, that, and then... Okay.
For Drakenhold.
Shadow, start streaming speech check. I mean, yeah, that's exactly what happens.
Mustn't stop here.
It's like, I always think of something really funny to say, you know? I make like a joke, and it's like really funny, and then I check, and it's like, oh, my microphone hasn't been broadcasting, and now I don't have the same energy.
It is a useful find. What is our strategy?
What the fuck? That was not what I selected. That was not at all what I selected.
Thank you, truly. I'm in your command.
I'll be taking that. I'll be taking this.
I'll be taking this. No, stop. Stop doing this.
So? On it.
What is our strategy? We mobilize whatever you need.
Mobilize whatever you need.
I am ever in your debt.
The path is set.
Just forget it. We need...
You needed me. By your command, I shall not disappoint. It shall be done.
Okay.
Awaiting your
We need to
command.
just start killing this guy.
Very well.
We may be able to use this.
On to the next. Just let me fight already.
Okay.
I've reached my destination.
Should take care of the fires long enough for me to do some damage.
No mercy.
This marks twice that you rebel mutts have meddled in my affairs. Yet this time shall be the last. Ready yourself.
Well, you're right. You're technically
really
right.
let these atrocities go unpunished? Well, you were dead wrong. You'll suffer the very same pain you've inflicted upon our force.
They actually show him burning alive.
At least try.
Affliction immunity. That's not gonna help you. Because this is... Oh. Okay, that did help you. Don't mind me.
Enjoy this.
Healing you.
You're mine.
Calm yourself.
Okay, well, nobody died. He suffered a significant, significant damage.
I shall hold nothing back.
So close. Just one more. Yes.
To the liberation.
Got the brains and the brawn.
Decades of diligence bring their reward.
The flame javelin. Hell yeah. How did you let him escape? Yeah, it's your fault for letting him go.
Sorry, Lord Gailey, but this is as far as you go.
Feckless swine! You dare betray me!
You said it yourself, sir. Our heads would be hoisted on pikes if we crawled back to Zenora empty-handed.
Empty-handed.
Which is why we'll bring them a nice offering instead.
Fools! You truly think my rotting corpse would convince them to let you live? Your hands are just as tarnished by this failure as mine. Luckily for you, I know a way to wash them clean, and earn your freedom in the process.
Save your lies for the damned. Perhaps they'll be willing to listen. Now, go peacefully, will you? It's clear you're struggling to even stand as it is.
Oh, shh.
This curse. I would never yield to the likes of you.
Then I've no choice but to make you yield!
That'd be awesome if they both killed each other.
It
I think they
seems
did.
We're too late. 'Tis a lamentable end to perish at the hand of your own soldiers.
Come to laugh at my demise.
Oh, he's not dead yet.
Go on then. Mock me all you want.
I'd rather get some answers instead. Do you remember what you said the day you expelled me from the Order? No matter how mundane the scandal, Cornea must be shielded from its corroding touch. And with that, I was out. Barred from the very faction I had worked all my life to reach. What happened to the man so firmly dedicated to the betterment of his kingdom?
Open your eyes. That same man lies dying before you.
Tell me, Gailey, for what purpose did you forsake the throne? You surely knew that Sir Joseph and Prince Elaine lived on. Why abandon them and cast your fickle allegiance at Zenoira's feet?
To
Mind
me,
control?
There exists no Cornea without Queen Elenia at its helm. Our kingdom perished the moment she did.
Yeah, but that was because of you, so...
All the more reason to aid her son, to build Cornea anew with Her Majesty's own flesh and blood.
To the gates of hell with her son. The boy's cursed father left this world, yet lacked the grace to leave Elenia's heart with it. Besides, what right have you to denounce my deeds?
The right that we've been saving people.
I stood as my queen's shield until the bitter end. Whereas you, Joseph...
And I was ordered to flee to protect the son that she cared about.
You...
And also, you weren't the shield to the bitter end, because clearly you were alive afterwards. I mean, I get what they're going for. I'm not trying to be like an asshole critiquing it. It's just...
By the mercy of the stars,
it's what I want the characters to say, you know?
And we have you to thank for it, Prince.
I'm only glad it didn't meet any serious harm. But I have to wonder, why did Gailey wish to burn it down?
Our divine tree has grown for millennia, steadily accumulating an immense amount of magical energy. That energy, the vital essence of life itself, is bestowed through its boughs to all beings small and large throughout this land.
Okay.
Beings such as the Fae, who use its power to protect our home from the impurities of the outside world.
Right.
They're the ones responsible for the Winding Wood.
Come to see the tree, Yana.
I wanted to pay my respects, yes. It's not often you get to gaze upon the divine. But as I was saying, the Winding Wood plays host to an almost immeasurable swarm of fairies. They live in its greenery, rustling its branches and leaves, and in so doing, numbing the senses of any who try to pass. They've set armies astray, and debilitated others who wished harm on Elheim. In a way, they're nature's own self-defense system.
But were we to lose Ervelda, we would lose the Fae along with it.
The monster. Such wanton destruction, all to clear the path for Zenoira's advance.
I suspect it was Alcina who kept the man from his maniacal schemes until now. After all, she too would be left devoid of the Fae's power if the tree had burned.
Alcina. Wait, which one's that one?
I'm glad it remains as lush as ever.
Is that her?
And we have you and your army to thank for that. I truly couldn't be more grateful.
Okay, so we saved the tree, but we're still looking for the library or whatever, the Thorn Tower that she was talking about, right? That was considered a side quest? I genuinely thought that was like a main thing. Main story quest. Good. Station. The only person who isn't stationed yet. Goodness.
None will get through me.
All right. And now I know my Switch Pro controller is low battery. I know. Yeah, I genuinely don't have anyone else to station. Oh boy. Friend of yours? Ooh, a citadel. As much as I would love to, it is getting close to the end of my stream, so I think this is a good point for me to save, and just thank everyone for stopping by and saying hi and chatting and rating and subbing and all that. I really appreciate it. I try and stream every other day, so Tuesdays, Thursdays, Fridays, and Sundays at 1 p.m. Pacific. But I recommend joining my Discord, !Discord, or there's a link in my bio. It's the best place to keep up with my streams, as well as chat with me and other cool people, especially because I'm undergoing treatment and other things that interfere with stream, so I can't always be 100% consistent with my streams, but you'll know if you join the Discord. But that'll be it from me for today. We're gonna raid someone, so if you have a suggestion, let me know. Otherwise, I'm sure I can find someone. And yeah, that's basically all that I can think of. That's the thing. Let's see, who's live right now? Who can we raid? There's Dragon. You know what? No, I know who we're raiding. We're raiding Dragon because Dragon is playing Xenoblade X Definitive Edition, and Dragon's a really wonderful person, an old friend, and I want you to support !raid. We'll send my raid message. I want you to copy and paste that once I raid. Copy and paste that and send it into his chat when we get there. But yes, that will be it from me for today. Take care, everyone. Stay safe. Have a good one. I will talk to you later. And let's go raid. Bye!